I yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from New York, Mr. Zeldin, a member of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, one of the principal co-sponsors of this bill, and a leader in confronting Iran and its support for terrorism around the world.
The gentleman from New York is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to Chairman Royce for your leadership on the Foreign Affairs Committee, Ranking Member Mr. Engel, Mr. Deutsch, Mr. Meadows, Ms. Meng, Mr. Price. This has been a strong bipartisan effort that started before I came to Congress this past January. Some of my fellow lead co-sponsors on this bill have worked tirelessly over years. America's greatness is nothing to apologize for. We are a great, free, exceptional nation. Being the leader of the free world is this body today passing legislation, the Hezbollah International Financing Act, to tackle a rising threat in the Middle East and to United States interests all around the world. American leadership is on display here on the halls of Congress. Hezbollah has helped Assad fight Syrian rebels in that country. It is estimated that Iran has provided Hezbollah $60 to $100 million per year financial assistance. The Dubai-based Gulf Research Center estimates Hezbollah's armed wing at about 1,000 full-time fighters and 6,000 to 10,000 volunteers. According to the Iranian Fars news agency, Hezbollah has up to 65,000 fighters. This legislation, H.R. 2297, addresses the need to pursue foreign banks that knowingly do business with entities that facilitate Hezbollah's activities. This legislation addresses the need to counter Hezbollah's other criminal enterprises, which includes money laundering and the counterfeiting of goods and pharmaceuticals. This legislation helps address the need to obtain more information on Hezbollah's fundraising, financing, and money laundering networks. It requires the administration to provide a comprehensive overview of countries supporting Hezbollah, as well as those countries that aren't doing enough. Again, I thank Chairman Royce for your leadership with this legislation, Mr. Engel, and my fellow co-lead sponsors, as we tackle this rising tide of radical Islamic extremism in the Middle East with Hezbollah, Hamas, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS. Every day, our 24-hour news cycle is dominated with our constituents watching and reading, hearing about this threat that exists in the Middle East, understanding that if we do not defeat it overseas, we'll be facing it here at home. And I'm proud to stand with my fellow co-leads and my colleagues from both parties as American exceptionalism is on display here. I rise in support today, and I encourage my colleagues to vote for this legislation. I yield back the balance of my time.